What is up, guys? It's Ash again from Taser Designs, and today we've got another tutorial. We've been asked a lot for more tutorials, so we're going to start bringing a lot more tutorials. So today we're learning how to make a simple yet quite nice watermark. So let's get into it. Now, first of all, I'm going to be showing you how to do it with Cinema 4D really quick. So Cinema 4D, easiest way to make a watermark. All you gotta do, say, I'm just gonna do one that says Ash. We'll pick a nice font. We'll go this one because this is what we use at pretty much all our Taser Design stuff. Guys, we will be doing a really awesome GFX makeover of our channel reasonably soon. I've got a lot of the files on David's computer, just gotta get them over to mine. So just want to get a new material. Make it a real nice. Actually, I'll show you guys the settings you should be putting on first. So you want to save it somewhere. I'll just whack it in my pictures, GFX vids, GFX. We'll just whack it there. We'll say Ash. Then we want to make that a PNG, because when you've got a PNG, you can have clear spots, and to get those clear spots, you want to have alpha channels selected. So that's what it should look like. Have a good look at that. That's your save bit. Now, output, I've already done it, but you want to have 1280 width and 720 height. If you do not have that, it won't render properly. You won't be able to use it very well at all. You'll often stretch it and it'll become very blurry. So you want to have it in 720p. Now, you don't want to touch any of this stuff, but you want to go down to here to Effect, and you want to add Ambient Occlusion. Don't touch any of those settings, or else you'll stuff it up. And global illumination, you want to add that as well. Now, what that does is it's pretty much that's what they use. If you know what a Lightroom is, that makes your text look absolutely beast. We're gonna do a nice green here because I like green. And yeah, so yeah, we just want to muck around with our colors. I recommend getting reflection in it. I don't know, to me it just looks nice. A couple that I recommend using, color obviously. Luminance looks pretty nice. Reflection's good. Glow can be good when you use it properly. Like, that's way too glowy for me. I would go 50 and maybe 250, so half the amount of glow. And if we whack that in there, yeah. So pretty much right now, all I'm doing is showing you guys how I made the text, which I've already done a tutorial on. So I'll just speed through it real quick, and I'll talk about how this will make your watermark look. So this is Cinema 4D, obviously. Easiest way to make a watermark. Pretty much just get your text, and then we want to do your C1 shit. So you get the two colors, and then add a couple lights. And we got it to where we want. Yep. And we want to render that. Just to see how it's going to look. And the black will go away and that'll look pretty nice. So I'll finish rendering that up for you guys, and I'll show you that later. But for now, we'll get into the Photoshop one. So the Photoshop one is pretty easy. Now we do our watermarks because we use Camtasia Studio. Camtasia Studio, you just have layers. I'm not 100% sure on Sony Vegas, which is what a lot of you guys will be using. But I'm expecting it's just going to be the same. You have layers. You just put it on the top layer and make it as small as you possibly can. And you can I'm not sure if you can move it around or what. So with this layer, so you want to see how it's got your white and grey checkered? That means it's clear. So if we do that, it's no longer clear. It's going to cover up your whole screen. So what we want to do is have that. And we want to get our text. Now you can make a really awesome one with Photoshop and Cinema 4D, but I'll do that after I do a photo. This is just if you guys have Photoshop on, and if you can get the Photoshop trial pretty easily, and do yourself up an awesome watermark. So yeah, we'll go with the Batman Forever. And I'll just put Ash. And I will center that as much as we can. That'll do. Don't have to have it perfect, it's only for tutorial purposes. So that's red, I want it green because that's just the way I am. So we're gonna green. Now what we want to do is go over to your text layer here on the right and double click that. Yes. And then we want drop shadow, looks kind of nice as you can see here. If you bevel it, I recommend bevel can look good, bevel can look bad. Like it's a the stroke looks quite nice if you can get the right stroke color. See what I mean? Like stroke is just a line around your thing. So the ones I recommend, definitely drop shadow. Use drop shadow. Inner shadow looks weird. Outer glow can look okay. Inner glow can look okay, depending. Satin looks good when you've got like a dark, when you're wanting a darker thing, but I'm wanting something quite bright. Color overlay changes the color. You don't really want that. Gradient overlay. Now this can work pretty nicely. What you want to do though is get your colors right. So we're just going to click OK for now. That's not what's going to end up in the end. So we got that, and we also want a little bit of a darker green. So we've got two different color greens, a light green and a dark green. And we want to go back into, we want to back double click. And we want to go to our gradient overlay, and then we want to get this one. Now see what that's done? That has made it a gradient, and that looks really nice. But I think, what am I doing there? What we probably should do is get rid of that stroke because it's screwing up our, yeah, that's looking nice. Also with this, if you've got some, what's it called? If you have like, it's hard to explain. If you have a screenshot or a flare, you can cut it out with your pen tool. And, yeah, you can whack it in, and it looks quite nice. I'll just grab a random one that'll be easy for me to cut out. I know one right down the bottom-ish. Got too many textures, it's hard to find the good ones. Well, the one that I want, they're all pretty good. If they're shit, I delete them. Oh, it doesn't matter. I'll just grab the blue flare here. I'll just open that. Highlight the whole thing, press Control U. I shall make that nice bright green. Now, what we also want to do is just get the section that we want. So we're going to get the pen tool here. It's just above your text. And just go from there to about there. And we'll, just because there's a bit of extra light in that, we'll get that. Oh, that one was real bad. And that should do. I want to right click your path that you've made and go make selection. No feather radius. You can use a bit of feather radius if you want. I'll probably end up doing another tutorial on selecting things. So there you go, that's what you got. And if you go free transform, we can do this in. Now it's not going to look like that, don't worry, that looks very bad. Well, it shouldn't look like that with a bit of editing and stuff. So you want to whack that layer on screen. And apply, which you just press enter to do. And we got our eraser, about 100 size, that'll do, and 0% hardness, because we're just going to feather these things up. Not like that. So you just want to run right around the edge. You really want to get rid of the sides. And just tap lightly around the edges. But once you get closer to the actual flare, you really want to bring it in and lower the size and up the hardness. Sounds really wrong, but yeah. And you want to get rid of all that behind the text. Now, doing flares will take a lot of perfection. as you can tell. It's sometimes hard to get right. If you can get it right, it looks quite nice. So I'm not gonna take my time and get it beautiful because I don't have the time. Because I gotta teach you guys how to do one with C4D, which is the best way to do it. And yeah, so you can add little textures and stuff. Alright. Oh, my nose is running. I've got a really bad cold, guys. I've been coughing up yellow shit, and it hasn't been good. So we'll just get rid of that. Just minimize it. We go place. Our render should be done by now. GFX, and we got our ash thing there. Now that is clear around the outsides because we put alpha channel on, and that looks really nice. That is the best way. You can also, if you really want, you can add little things like I'm about to. Oh, what could I add to it? This kind of stuff. I'll make another light. I'll delete that one. Seriously. And all you want to do is just, when you get into Sony Vegas or whatever editing program you use, is just get into it. Have your video, your gameplay, or whatever you do, and then get your watermark and put it a layer above that, and then yeah, it should work pretty well. See there, I've just added some circle-y looking things to the background, and that looks much better. It's 3D, and we got global illumination. It looks really nice. And now we just want to go save as, and I'm going to put it in my finished GFX file. Just ash again, and we want to save that as a PNG because that keeps your clearness. And there we go. And just don't touch any of those settings, even though there isn't many settings. So yeah. So guys, that's how to make a watermark. Sorry if it wasn't a very good tutorial, but I'm very sick and I got a headache at the moment, but I gotta keep uploading. So yeah, if this tutorial helped you at all, leave a like. Come on, it helps us out. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe. And with your watermark, make sure you know what you're doing. I know in Camtasia you just put it on the top layer, and then you move it down the bottom right or left corner, wherever you want it. But Sony Vegas, I'm pretty sure is the same. I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. I will catch you next time.